Hey dancers, when is really the last time you took a decision for your dance career that was not on autopilot? I mean, this kind of decision that's coming really from soul, from having a direction. When is the last time you really chose something different from your dance career? If you want to know what I'm talking about, stay tuned. Hello, creative souls. Welcome to this sanctuary where you can transform your dance and soul and speak your authentic voice. I am Shandini. I am a dancer, and today I help a dancer just like you to really express their voice, to really dance on your terms, to really build a dance career that makes you feel excited every day and not the one that burns you out, not the one that makes you pressure because of the dance industry. We don't want that anymore. So if you are new on the channel, you are more than welcome to subscribe, and you can see that twice a week in this channel, we are talking about things that matter for dancers. And today, the topic I really wanted to bring is that when did you stop choosing for your dance career? When did you start to run it completely on autopilot? Because over times, I know that at the beginning we were all very intentional. We had big dreams. We had an artistic vision. But over time, repetition and being maybe caught up by the industry, all of that are being replaced. And we started to enter in a kind of autopilot where we don't reflect anymore. We don't really ask ourselves the right question. We are just doing everything in a very automatic way. And we haven't stopped to challenge ourselves and bring something exciting in our dance career. So if that right now talks to you, you maybe entered a default mode. So let's solve that. First, I really want to ask you again, when's the last time you really took a bold decision for your dance career? Like something new, something exciting, something like felt like challenging. When was that happened last time? And if you feel like, oh no, my dance career, it's actually like, it's all the same, it's every day the same. It's like, okay, it is seasonal also, but it's like, no, nothing much to say. And I'm not saying that because I'm saying like, oh, it's bad if we are doing things on automatic, we should always bring excitement and everything. It's not that. It's just like, I have no problem if we are on autopilot doing exactly what we love and being completely fulfilled with what we are doing. This is the kind of autopilot we want. But right now, I'm asking you if this autopilot is not just, this is how it is, this is what I should do. Yes, I have the bills of my dance school to pay. So yes, it's always like this. And I have the show. It's eternal things going and going again. But that slowly, start to disconnect you from your dance. Start to disconnect you from your passion, from all your creativity. Do you have those moments where you feel like, I don't feel creative at all? I feel even bored by what you are doing. Maybe you feel even bored starting to teach, even though you love your student and you love that, but it feels like tasteless after some time. It's because of this default mode. So this is the way where we are dancers, we are people who repeat a lot, who rehearse a lot. We rehearse our technique, we rehearse our choreo, we practice, we do our stretching, all this stuff, our body conditioning. And because we enter in this kind of repetitive task, we also started to slowly replace all our choice, all our desire. And we are coming to the point where I know what I'm saying is maybe a little philosophic, but I include myself in that. Because again, I am not there to pretend that I am on top of you and looking at you from down and thinking like, oh, me, I know everything I'm experiencing. I am here to guide you guys and you should listen to me. No, I am with you on this journey. The things I'm guiding you, I'm also doing it for myself. And I'm just not maybe in the same level, or I'm just having a different type of dance career, but all I'm telling you, I am also experiencing it. So this is why sometimes I prefer to talk in a we and say like you should do is more like we, because I include myself, because I am a human, a dancer, an artist like you. And this work, all this reflection that I'm giving you, this is the same I am giving to myself. Okay? So I think at one moment we confuse consistency with alignment. And I know that a lot of people has that consistency goal they want to reach, because some people I know, some of you feels we are inconsistent. Oh, I cannot stick to my planning. Or me, it's always messed up. Or when I plan something, I can never reach my deadline. Again, we don't all have the same productivity system. We are not maybe all meant to plan in the same way for our dance career, our task, our video, our post, creating the next choreo, the next workshop, whatever. We all have our own productive system and own timing. But in your productive system, a sense of consistency is not, what I want to say is like, we should not try to reach consistency just for the sake of it. Like, oh, I kept my deadline. Oh, I did what I done in my planning. Yes, but were you aligned when you did that? Did you enjoy what you did? And maybe that just looks so silly what I'm saying, but that why we don't want to be dancer and artist is not to enjoy fully what we want to do. Like, do we want to be an artist and a dancer to be like those people who feel resentful going to office and having this job they hate so much? We did not become dancer for that. We become dancer because we have the opportunity and we felt lucky that, oh my God, I'm getting paid and my work is exactly what I love to do. It's heaven. But yet, your heaven is maybe turning into hell because of all this pressure, this conception we have. We need to be like this, we need to be like that, we need to do this, we need that. We put on ourselves, on all our creativity and all on our like soul alignment, all this bullshit tag given either by the industry, the society, or maybe coming from your past and your own self-concept. And we are giving all this bullshit in our head. And now we are making our dance fucking feel like hell. So there is no pride in consistency if it's not something you enjoy. In the sense, like, I always heard from my client or even from people who look at me, who follow my business and everything, who tell me like, oh, you are so much consistent. To be honest, I don't feel like that. I just feel like I do what I can, how I can, and I always prioritize to feel good in what I'm doing and not entering in this, oh, I have to force myself. Like, no, do you see last week why I was so much late on my YouTube video and I didn't post on my usual timing? I was not consistent in that aspect. Yes, I did it by the weekend, but I mean, like, I needed to prioritize myself and something else at that moment, and I did it. And I didn't force myself just for the sake of consistency. This is what I mean by alignment. You should always feel aligned when you do something. Yes, and I'm not talking, do not confuse that with the days you are mood off, the days you feel tired and you don't feel like doing something, but just you are little pushing yourself to go to the studio and after you feel better. I'm not talking about that. I am talking about something way deeper. About forcing ourselves with this tag of I have to do. I must do that. It has to look like this. And again, this is where is the silly trap, is that consistency, repetition, doing your task on your to-do list can look like commitment. But somewhere it starts to drain you. Because you know something is off. Something is starting to get disconnected. So you do it, but just for the sake of doing it. Autopilot. Completely autopilot. And what I want you to tell you is that because it's the moment where you start to lose track on why I'm doing all of that. Why I'm doing all of that after all. We just forgot. We are just so much used to repeat. Maybe you produce your dance video several times a month. Maybe it's your post. It's maybe just mechanically going to class. Going to teach your class. I have done that. I have been in a dance school for 10 years. I was teaching. And in the last years, especially after COVID, it started to become very mechanical. I was just going for going. I was preparing my class just for preparing. But I was losing the feeling of it. It was just like, I'm good at it, I am doing it. But it was not like before, you know? But I was thinking like that, this is what I have to do. I'm not going to do my dance class and all my dance school because I don't feel like. finally, this is what I have done. I closed it. And I completely tweaked my dance career to be here online and supporting other dancers. So I'm not telling you that you have to take harsh decisions like that, but I'm asking, like, are you still connected with your why? Why are we doing that? Why are you doing, what do you want to do with your dance career? Well, what's make you being happy every day? What's that things you want to do, to share, in which way? This is your why. This is your purpose. This is your dance purpose. The one that's given by your soul. So, also, I know that when we are being, and especially I'm maybe talking now to the people who are being in many, many years in their dance career, maybe decades. It's what happened to me. I was so much used to that. Yeah, I go to workshop, I teach myself, I do the dance show at the end of the year, I do some private event, I go on stage, I perform, blah, blah, blah. Loop. Just on loop. Train, perform, teach, post, repeat. And at one moment, I felt that my why evolved. And this is why I started to feel misaligned. So there is nothing wrong if your why evolved, but maybe we are just so much used to lead our dance career in a certain way that we don't question it, because technically on the paper it's working. So why you are not going to ask yourself much detail? You're like, yeah, it's working, it's making my income, I have a good reputation now, it's working, but are you sure you are not slowly getting down on the path where you are going to start to burn out? Because it just became automatic. It's about, let's ask ourselves, are we still that much intentional when we are doing all these things? It is still there or no? What's our intention right now? Because otherwise we end up in this, what I call this endless loop. This is so easy to get trapped in endless loop, and this will happen to millions of people everywhere in the world, and not only just in dance. Like, this kind of, okay, you are in your life, things are working, you have your job, maybe you have your partner, your kids, and every day looks the same, every week looks the same, and there is nothing exciting anymore, there is nothing, like, no project, just like, you're just going on loop. It looks fine, but it's like something is dead inside. So sometimes what I'm asking you, and maybe after this video, is to do a little check-in with yourself about, what's my direction right now? What do I really want to do? Do I'm still aligning with what I'm doing right now? Because sometimes maybe you just need a small tweak. It does not mean like you have to do like me, like burn everything down, close your dance school, stop everything, disappear. This is what I have done. I'm saying you have to do that. I'm just saying, like, maybe sometimes it's just a small tweak in the way you do things, in the way you maybe prep your class, or the way you want to teach, or maybe you want to try something online, or maybe it's the opposite. You are tired to be online and you want to go back to more presential and doing something. It's just about, do you feel like really aligned with everything you're doing right now, or there is a few things that feel off? And just like being truly honest with yourself. It's not to blame yourself. It's not that you shit at something, like you fail at something. Not at all. It's just that we are human. Our life evolve, personally we evolve, and sometimes what resonates is no more the same. Or we just need something that will bring us back and keep us connected to our creativity, our sense of purpose. This is also what I mean. Because I know, the industry, the society will praise you for hustle. They will praise you like motherfucker for this hustle. But again, hustle is going to bring you to burnout. It's not soul alignment. And it's not because you hustle that you will get better results. All the best results I have gotten them from alignment, from being in my purpose, from also building my mindset behind. Because also, there is the things. When you are in your alignment, when you are doing what you love, you are more building self-trust, self-confidence. And you know that I love what I'm doing, so I know it's going to work. And you stop to question yourself. And this is how you manifest everything also going in your favor. Because everything matches. And it asks you less effort. and still the results are there, and you're like, what? Things got so simple right now. What's happening? I feel like I'm doing nothing. Yeah, why should we always feel like you are being over productive? Like, for the sake of what? Where is the golden medal given? It's now nowhere. If I can get the exact same result without hustling, which one do you think I'm going to choose? Because at the end, and this is what happened also to me, when you start to resent to anything, especially your dance, you start to disconnect. You start to get angry. You lose excitement. You start to lose yourself. You start to feel heavy, and you just want to throw all the shit. That's not the point. Why we want to inflict that to ourselves? So let's see where we are and be sure that we are in this alignment with our dance, and we are all fine in the sense of, yes, you can be through a challenging moment. But what I mean is that, are you clear with your direction? Are you clear with what you want it to be? Is there things like secretly you wish it stopped, you don't want to do anymore? Or maybe it's the opposite. You wish that there is something new happen, and there is that things you always wanted to do, but you are not yet sure. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Now it's a time to reintroduce conscious choice in your dance career. And that will start with your own awareness. Or what I've just talked for the past 15 minutes, this is what I'm talking about. When you are aware about where you are, what you feel, if what feels aligned, what feels good, what don't feel good, what you're tired of, what you would like to be different, blah, blah, blah. At the moment you are aware, okay, we can do something about it. But if you cannot put your finger on it, it's going to be a little more complicated. So go back to your why. Go back to your soul purpose, to your purpose with dance. And now start to look like, oh yeah, but my personal life changed. So I maybe want both of them to combine differently. Because maybe now you want to spend more time with your family, with your kids, or just now you were single, so you were putting everything in your dance, in your work, but now you have a partner and you want to build something with that partner. So of course you want maybe to allocate them more time and not do like all the things you were doing before, or do it differently to still have, it's not about sacrificing, it's still having like, okay, how do I make everything cohabitate in an harmony? Because your personal life should not be sacrificed for your dance career, for your work, or because we have to pay bills. Like, it's all about, I always love to think about harmony and everything fitting together. And maybe you will tell me like, oh, I am too much idealist, but I know people who do that. I have seen that. So I mean, like, it is possible, and I'm making it this more and more possible also in my life, because at the end of the day, what matters for you? Yes, your dance, of course, but also maybe your family, your kids, or someone else, you know? And we don't have to choose one for another. We can all make it work. And I always want your dance career to be at the service of your personal life, of your own wellness, of your own happiness, after all. So you can also do, I like to do this kind of list about what I call it, like, keep it or trash it. So to just see that, okay, what kind of habit right now, what's happening in your dance career, and you feel like, okay, this one has to stop. This one, I can't take it anymore. Trash it. What you think feels, no, that feels good and I actually like to do it. Okay, keep it. But like that, you have a clear vision about where you are, and you will know better also about the direction. Because imagine I'm telling you, okay, let's say that you have to renovate your kitchen or something like that, and you have no idea what you want. Then we can go to the shop. I can show you many models. You can see and talk about the price and everything. But if you have no idea about what's your need, what you want, how do you want to use this kitchen? What will be the, for example, like, do you want a closed kitchen because you want to be peaceful and separated? Or do you want the kitchen to be with all the living room and everything because you want to have your eyes on the TV? And when, I don't know, maybe your partner is working on the table or your kids are playing there, you want to have an eyes on them and you feel like we are all together. You see, that's a vision, that's a direction. If you don't know, then you're just going to choose randomly from things. And then you realize that, oh, I am not really sure that was nice. So go back to your why. That will always work. And again, you don't need to change overnight everything. It's just about start to see where you can tweak things better. And see maybe that, okay, that I have commitment. I signed, let's say you are working from some private event and maybe now you don't resonate anymore much with this entertainment contract, but you have signed with them for the next 5 months and you're like, okay, you are going to fulfill your commitment, but with knowing that after a new project will come and you will feel like maybe the time I have been spending for preparing those events, I'm going to reallocate this time for myself and to work on another project that will be more exciting for me. You see, it's not about you trash out everything all of a sudden like that. Like, let's be responsible people. Even though I have done that, I have done that. And some people are like me, we need to do that, otherwise things never change. But to mean that, I understand that you it's not about trashing everything you have took so much time to build and put in danger all your security, your safety, especially if you have responsibilities towards the bills you have to pay, your kids or whatever. But it's just about where can you go back to be more intentional in your dance career, to experimenting and to like, oh, I have a crazy project. You know what? Let's be crazy. Let's try to do it. That's what I mean. So I hope this video has been very useful for you. If you have any question, any concern, you can always drop it in the comment section below. I like to read you guys and I will always answer. Thank you very much for being here. If you are new, subscribe to the channel. You are most welcome. And I see you again on Thursday where we are going to talk more about mindset.